Welcome, everybody. My name is Scott Kelly. I'm with Influencer Model Agency, and I'm excited to welcome Lionel from TipSnaps.
Hey, Scott.
Welcome, Lionel. We just had just announced our partnership today, so I'm really excited to share with all our influencers and others, what TipSnaps is. So maybe you share a little bit about, maybe first start off with what TipSnaps is, and then maybe even more importantly, show us what it's not as compared to some of the other folks in the marketplace.
Sure. Thanks, Scott. So yeah, we're excited to partner with IMA. And so a little history on TipSnaps. We launched in 2017. Actually, funny enough, around 2 months apart from OnlyFans. So what TipSnaps is, you could compare it to OnlyFans or Patreon. It's a creator monetization platform. So as a creator, you have hundreds of thousands or just thousands of followers that follow you on social media. And typically, you've kind of been just giving them content for free. What we see is typically there's around 1%, your most loyal fans would actually pay for content. And so what TipSnaps is, it allows you to do that, similar to OnlyFans or Patreon, except we're not all about adult content like some of those platforms. We have mainstream creators like hair and beauty experts, mainstream models, mainstream fitness trainers who monetize in the thousands of dollars on a monthly basis on TipSnaps. So that's what we are. We have over 50,000 registered creators on the platform. We've paid out millions of dollars to creators. We have one of the best rates for mainstream creators. It's 10%, meaning you get 90% of all of your revenue, while competing platforms like OnlyFans take 20%, so you only get 80. So right there, you already saved 10%. So yeah, that's a bit about TipSnaps, a bit about our history, and we're really excited about the future, and we're excited to partner with brands like IMA.
Awesome. Well, Lionel, maybe you could share the screen and just kind of walk us through the process from setting up an account, creating content, sharing content, and then if you have some examples of some successful campaigns, we'd love to see that too.
Sure. Cool. So as an IMA creator model, you have a unique landing page specifically for you. So it's important to kind of start here. Make sure you're kind of communicating back with Scott and Tasha around that you just created your profile, because it's important just from a tracking perspective. But yeah, you hit this landing page, and I'm showing it kind of from a mobile perspective because a lot of people do it from their phone. So you'd click this button and it would take you to the registration page. And basically setting up a profile takes a few seconds, right? So let's go through it. I'll just use a kind of dummy account real quick. This isn't going to go anywhere, but you would, looks like we have an account. So you'd register a new account, right? You accept the terms, just like, it feels very much like a social media platform. Set your birthday. Let's say this person's NYC. You could upload your profile picture. So let's go over here. We have a creator who gave us permissions to use her images. You'd set your profile picture. You select your interest. You're into modeling and fitness or what have you. And then now you basically got an account, but you're not done yet. You have to actually register as a creator, because a lot of people come to the site to register to subscribe to somebody, and that's what we call a tipper. So now you're registering as a creator. So it's one click, and basically you're just kind of updating information. So you could add some details about your page, why, as a model, you may want to say something like, well, if you want the most exclusive content that I'm not posting to Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter or TikTok, subscribe to my TipSnap. So that's what you would say here. So if you had a referral code, which you won't, it would already be tracked through that registration through the IMA landing page. You'd link all your social media here. So you just put all your socials, link it there. And then what's cool about TipSnaps, you could kind of theme your page. So I don't know, pick your favorite color. I think black looks pretty cool. And then now your profile will now kind of default to that color scheme. You set your monthly subscription. So on a monthly basis, your fans pay to see that exclusive content. So it could be anywhere between $3 to $50 per month. We typically see a really good conversion around 10 to 15. So try and stay within that range. Okay. And then compliance. So you basically, if you are doing adult content, which we do allow, but not all of our creators do that, you would have to explicitly say that here. But if you're not, you could just select your category and move on. And then you could upload teaser content here. So this is important because this is kind of free content that when people land on your page, if you don't upload any content to your page, people could kind of see there's nothing there. So it's important to have some, some content there so that they feel like they're actually buying something of value. So they're seeing content, but you could upload some teasers here. So let's upload a couple. That's that. This is your payout information, so your banking information. If you're in the US, just basically add your routing account number. If you're outside of the US, we have an international kind of setup. We could skip that for now. And then that's it. You're done, right? You watch this video. It's really cool. It kind of gives you some more tips. But outside of that, you're done. You now have a profile and you have this cool little badge. You could screenshot it or download it to your phone. But most importantly, you have this custom URL from TipSnap. So you want to paste. And you want to paste it into your Instagram, your TikTok profile, or whatever profile, your Twitter profile. But you want to constantly kind of share that link out to your fans, because if they don't click that link, they don't know how to kind of get to you. They follow you. They don't care about TipSnaps. They don't care about OnlyFans. They care about you. Yep. So use that link to really drive them to your profile. So some examples to kind of show you and to show you like the spectrum of creators we have. We have creators as big as this one, for example, who has 1 million followers. She's actually a kind of a big Indian actress based in India. And so what she has is a link tree. So if you have other things you're promoting, absolutely just add your TipSnaps to your link tree, like Chrisan has done. She put her TipSnaps as her primary button on Linktree because she's making more money on TipSnaps than she does on YouTube, even though she has hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube. Okay. But that's 1 million kind of person. Well, what about a smaller person who has only 3,000 followers? This is a great example. 3,000 followers, and she has her link right there on TipSnap. So make sure it's added to your bio. Yep. So you kind of move on, and basically that's it, right? Like this is your page. You ensure that you're uploading content on a regular basis. So videos, photos, make sure it's there. And then you could also set like crowdfunding campaigns up. Maybe I'll stop there, Scott, because that was like most of it.
No, that was a really good explainer, and I think that makes it much easier for the influencers on our network to get set up. And as I mentioned, what we're going to be doing with our network is, in addition to them getting an opportunity to promote their TipSnaps campaign, we are going to promote them. And so you get actually a team of people promoting you and help you monetizing your content on TipSnaps. And that's really, why we set up this partnership. But yeah, the tip function is really interesting. I'd love you to share a little bit about how that works and how influencers can monetize that.
Sure. So you could set up this thing called a tip pool, right? You could basically say you want to offer something, right? So let's say you're model and let's say you're doing a photo shoot this weekend. So what about a behind the scene kind of exclusive footage of that photo shoot? So you could say something like behind the scene, right? And then you could describe it. And basically now you could basically say to your fans, like, I want to hit a goal. I want to hit a goal of, let's say, $700. Like until it hits that goal, sorry, let's set it $500. Until it hits that goal, I won't create that content. So it's really powerful because you could kind of, it's not like you're kind of teasing them. Like if you guys tip me up to $500, I will create this content. Okay. And that's where fans typically really want to see that. And that's it. And then you'd say that. And now you have this custom tip pool link that you could share out and you could promote it on social media. And you could say, hey, if you subscribe to my tip pool, I'll do this content. And it looks different for your creators. So right. Here are some example tip pools, like where there's like fans are coming up with tip pools for like celebrities. Like they want to see, I don't know, Ray Allen versus Steph Curry, or they want to see, this fashionista do a closet haul. So you could create your own tip pool, but your fans could also create tip pools for you. So that's really cool. And it's really kind of lucrative. If you could, you could just come up with like amazing kind of concepts, and your fans, they may do it, right? And the good news is, if they don't do it, no harm, no foul, right? Like you never actually spent the time doing the content.
Oh, that's a really great tool to kind of engage with your fans and audience on an ongoing basis. Make them part of the content. Absolutely.
That's right. That's right. And I'm just kind of uploading content here as we talk. But yeah, you know, again, it's just important to kind of constantly promote your tip stamps on your Instagram stories, right? Because that's how people know, right? Like you're not going to always want to just post it on your main feed, but if
Right.
you post something on your story, that's what your fans are looking at on it. Like click the link in my bio,
Mhm.
you know, and that's what they're going to see, and they're going to kind of click through and then subscribe to your page. Now, from a fan perspective, you know, let's kind of look at what they see, right? Like, of course, the content that you upload, they don't see it until they pay. Until yeah, so this is what they see, right? They see that you got to click subscribe to view or register first to even start to subscribe. So for them, they basically see this, they register an account, and then when they pay, now they can see the content. So don't be worried that your content's visible before they subscribe.
That's
And
awesome.
also, one other note that a lot of people worry about is like, is this can people steal the content? We've enabled the kind of latest and greatest in JavaScript technology to ensure that people can't easily like rip videos or photos from the site. Way better, like better than Instagram, better than Facebook. So we're really competitive from that standpoint. There's always a chance, the odd chance that somebody screen records, which nobody could prevent against that. But we've taken the utmost, and also we support you with like takedown requests. Like if you do see your content out there in the world, you could just email our support and be like, hey, there's a link to this website where my content is. We'll help you submit a takedown DMCA request to that website and get that
Awesome.
down.
That's great. That's great. So what about security? I mean, obviously you mentioned the content side. What about the financial side? I mean, obviously I think there's, obviously going to be some concerns out there by someone getting into your account and taking the money. Maybe share a little bit about that. And then obviously also how, how the money is paid out. You said it's paid out weekly, correct?
Yeah, so we have the lowest fee, 10%. And again, half of that goes to Visa, MasterCard for payment processing. We keep basically 5%, the lowest fee we can, just to keep the lights on. So it's a weekly payout. When you hit the threshold, which is $150, you get paid out
Okay.
on a weekly basis.
Okay.
And it goes directly to your bank account. So if you're in the US and you have a mainstream bank, a Chase, a Bank of America, it's going to hit your account every Friday.
Okay.
From a security standpoint, we're very secure. We partner with kind of some larger organizations in that world, namely Tipalti. We also partner with Chase to kind of make payments really seamless. But just from like an account security perspective, everything on our site is encrypted. Your password, all of your messages back and forth with your fans are fully encrypted. So unless you're out there, and we also have two-factor authentication. So just like Instagram or some of your social media apps where it ties it to your phone, we encourage you to do that so that if someone happened to get your password, they wouldn't be able to change any really important information like your banking information on your, because and we've heard about this on other platforms like OnlyFans, where people have thousands of dollars stolen because somebody hacked their OnlyFans account and put their own banking information. So you want to avoid that. So absolutely use two-factor authentication and associate your TipSnaps account with your cell phone number so that you get that text message to approve any changes on your account. So yeah, we have kind of the latest and greatest technology from encryption, two-factor authentication standpoint. And we're also our support team and our support staff is really engaged. Like we know our creators, we know who's on our platform. We don't allow any kind of nonsense on this platform. We're really compliant. And so you could always kind of feel like TipSnaps is a safe space for you to share and sell your content.
That's awesome. Any other parting thoughts or a piece of advice you can share for our creators?
I would just say, hey, look, you are the product and you are the service that people want to pay for. Don't be shy to kind of encourage your fans to subscribe. That's why you have thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers and fans. And I would say that, your brand image is really important as well. Like think about like the long term and, selling your content on a platform like TipSnaps has no negative stigma around it. It's just a really great way to monetize like the best rate and monetize your content today. So good luck. And, we're excited to support you on all your endeavors.
And remember, after you sign up, reach out to us via our email. We will add you into our marketing program and help you just really blow up what you're doing. So obviously you got the URL right there up top. And then we're looking forward to working with you, Lionel, and working forward to working with all the influencers in our network to give them a safe space to make a good living.